Hey,
I guess I
hey,
gotta improv this.
hey, hey. Hi there, this is Mr. Toasty, and I'm here with...
Diabolical Dan.
Maniacal man.
And we're here to pawn off to one of you lucky viewers a Hearthstone key brought to you by Diabolical Dan himself that doesn't want to do the beta himself. But I'll be here showing you everything there is to know about it before you get the key. Or, you know, if you want to wait for open beta, which is coming very soon, coming up this early 2014 that I read. Still no actual month or date. They just backed up the original date, which was December of 2013, to a later date. So, let's see here. What should I show first? Probably the practice where everyone's gonna be going to. Practice. You won't see this screen, actually you'll see this screen when you get the practice. You'll have actually not all the characters, but one that you pick when you open the game itself. For me, I picked the Shaman first, but you can pick through any of these. I'm gonna pick a character that I don't have all my stuff completely done with. Paladin. I don't like the Paladin. He's too easy. You start off with 10 basic cards. There's 20 basic cards in all. As you play with the decks and level up, which is right here, you'll see what your next reward is, which is True Silver Champions. You get up to 2 cards per even number level that you get, up to 10 extra cards, and after that you have to open up boosters, which I'll show later on. As you click through all the heroes, they'll have this little icon right here. This is your special power each person has. Like the Druid, he can make himself get an extra attack and armor every turn. Armor stays. Hunters have a shot that always deals damage to a hero. Paladins get a 1/1, pretty much a token in Magic. Rogues get an equipment that's a 1/2. I'll explain what the 1/2 means later on. Totem Call for Shamans, get a random totem from the Warcraft universe. Warriors get 2 armor. Warlocks draw a card and take 2 damage. Mages shoots a 1 damage to anything versus the Hunters 2 damage only to heroes. And Priests get probably the most overpowered one, restores 2 health to anything. Okay, so we'll go back to the Paladin. I'm going to choose him. And then this is what you'll see. You get to fight any of the characters that you choose. So pretty much you can do Mage, Hunter, Warrior, Shaman, Druid, Priest, Rogue, Paladin, or Warlock. Like choose one. I like to do the Shaman. He's usually the easiest to fight. All the other ones are a little bit harder because of how they play. You just press play and you get these funny little things that show up right there. It's random every time.
Hey, Mr. Toasty?
Yes.
Who's your favorite hero?
My favorite hero is the Warlock, personally, at the moment. He is very deceptive. I'll play with him later on, probably the next round, and show you how he works. He's very deceptive, makes it look like you're dying really fast, and yeah, I've tricked a few people into thinking they were winning, and then I come back with a huge win. So, at the starting hand, you get 3 cards always. If you go second, you get an extra card, which I'm going first, so I can't. So you look through here, you pick what you want and what you don't want. Usually, you want cards with 1s or 2s in your hand in the beginning. So I'm going to take away the raid leader and get a new card. It's completely random. I got a higher card, that happens. If you don't go first, which you'll probably see later on, you get an extra card and a card that gives you a free mana for 1 turn. Your mana's down here. You get 1 mana per turn up to 10. Gotta pause for breath. So, okay, I actually got an equipment so I can explain it right now. Equipment has damage, which is the one right there with the things, and then it has a durability. Playing cards, you just drag it out into the field. So I can attack 4 times for 1 damage. As you'll see, I'll attack him, and you'll see that number go down. So I got 3 more turns with that piece of equipment. As always, 30 health per opponent. And you also notice that this locked up. You can't use your equipment during not your turn. So technically this 1 damage thing isn't around during their turn. Taunt is exactly what you'd think. Monsters can't attack your guy or any other minions you have until this taunt guy is dead. So you'll see this guy has to attack him next turn. Or freeze him, which freezing means your guy can't act the next turn, can't attack next turn. He can still deal damage if something attacks it. Battle Cry is pretty much in Magic when it enters the battlefield kind of thing. So when it enters, I can deal 1 damage to anything. You can't do it to yourself, which isn't fun, but you can do it, I believe, to your other minions, but you can't do it to your player or to whatever you want. I forgot to attack last turn with this guy. You can end your turn at any time you want by pressing that button. When you can't absolutely do anything, this button turns green. Otherwise, it's yellow at all times. Let's see here if there are any new mechanics that I can see. Not really. Do you guys have any questions you want to throw at me, or?
For justice.
As you see, I couldn't attack this guy as much as I want.
Attack that minion with taunt.
I think you're doomed.
I think I'm doomed.
I think you're doomed.
Oh, I don't like this one. Turns anything he wants into a frog with taunt.
Turns it into frogs, you said?
Turns into frogs.
Ooh, like polymorph deck.
Yeah.
Yes. If you want polymorphs, this guy has it and the mage has it, which is annoying. Battle, draw a card.
For justice.
Now you'll see my equipment dies. Just kind of busts.
Fire.
All characters that I know of will always have an equipment card. They all do different things. Rogue being probably the best for equipment, as his ability is an equipment. Oh, here's one. Charge. Creature with charge is just like a creature with haste. You can attack with it immediately.
Hey, give me a minute.
Fire.
And there's my ability. Brings me a 1/1 creature. Or what they call minions.
Tazdingo. Yes.
And there's that mana coin. 0 cost card gives you another mana crystal. Wind Fury allows a creature attack twice. Think of it as double strike, but without the cool effect of not taking damage the first hit.
You got a question here. If you silence the frog, will it turn back?
If you silence the frog, will it turn back? Not that I know of. I haven't seen that happen. If a creature has taunt, spells can still get past taunt. It's only creatures have to attack that taunt creature. So if you have a taunt creature, don't waste all your spells on it. That's kind of a thing that I see a lot of people do when I'm playing against them. There's an ability that buffs up a creature for 1 turn. Actually, no, I believe that one's not a 1-turn one. I can't, let's see here. Any of your cards that you play, I think it's like, yeah, it's 8 things that you played last. You can look over here and see exactly what happened. This gives a minion a +3 to attack that stays indefinitely. It will say until end of turn if it's an end of turn effect.
Reporting for duty. Fire!
Give that minion a turn to
To
get ready.
battle!
Trying to weaken that creature so he doesn't get... Oh, he's got to do that to my guy. So he doesn't get an extra hit all the time. So yeah, he still has Wind Fury even though he used that card a long time ago. Alright, here's another card. I'm not going to use it. Actually, no, I will use that. Bring this guy out, and then put Divine Shield on him. The next damaging attack that hits him does not kill it, or even do damage to it.
To battle! Fire!
So that shield will stay until any next damage hits. So next turn I'll actually attack this guy to show it.
They'll never know what hit.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
So I hit the creature, no damage to it that turn.
Fire!
Shield breaks off, doesn't happen again.
What you looking at?
There's one of his totems, gives him spell damage +1. So any spell that does damage that he can do will do 1 extra damage.
The gates are open.
So let's end this.
Give me a minute.
The servers seem kind of slow today, that I've been seeing. So happens when victory. Practice gives you a lot of experience in the beginning, so it's very wise to get your characters up to minimum 5, but I say 10 to get all your cards, since a lot of the people that you're going to get matched up against have usually a lot of cards and have made pretty nice constructed decks. So here's True Silver Champion. It's a 4/2 weapon, and whenever I attack with it, it also restores 2 health to me. So here's my custom decks I have. I'll show off my Warlock custom deck. And I'm actually gonna fight expert people this time. After you beat all of these guys, you get an expert practice, which is very hard. They really have no mercy on you, and I believe they have extra cards, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go back to the Shaman, and we'll test it out. This is kind of a new experience for myself as well.
You're gonna die.
I probably will.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
And there's the thing where I get an extra card. We're gonna get rid of him and him. They're way too high costing in the beginning. Alright, so I'm gonna go get myself another Mana Crystal. I'm gonna put out these 2. They recently debuffed this guy. Now he just gives another random friendly minion +1 health at the end of turn. Stealth is a new mechanic that we see. Stealth, as it shows right next to the card, can't be attacked or targeted until it deals damage itself. It used to be that this guy had 1 damage as well, so he could attack. This one pretty much makes it so he can't attack ever now. And it looks like they made him better, because now he actually keeps giving health, which is nice. Yeah, that's a new person. I haven't seen this. Another thing you'll see is on these cards, This guy has a little gem under his little thing. That means it's a special card. It's usually a rare card. So that's a rare taunter. Alright, I'm going to show the mechanic of the Warlock. Deals 2 damage, draws a card. That's where the deception comes in, to where I'm keep drawing my cards, having a nice big hand, looking like I'm killing myself over time, but I'll actually have a lot of spell cards.
As you command.
And yeah, that's actually a nice mechanic now. Keep getting health. Oh, here's a good one. Corruption. Put it on something, it dies next turn.
As you command.
No, that's not gonna be good. Overload, as you see right there. It makes it so he has 2 less mana crystals next turn. There's corruption working. Creature died. One of my favorite cards is Mortal Coil. I just go like that. Hey, that's not Mortal Coil. What the heck happened? Oh, taunt. Never mind. Not liking this guy right here. So he actually did 2 Overlord cards last turn, so he only had 1 mana. There we go. Mortal Coil, draw a card. Creature died. So here's a good way to show. Any creature that has a spell damage buff, it goes glowy, and then all your cards that do spell damage glows, and you'll see asterisks showing the extra damage it does.
What does the future hold?
I am master of magics.
You shall not pass.
Oh, we got some Gandalf going on over here.
Not looking good.
No, it doesn't. But you'll see a big mechanic of this guy's Overload, which is pretty much making his mana less and less every turn, but really nice effects. Here's another card I like. Does damage, gives me health.
Vaporization commencing.
That totem I don't like. Gives his minions health every turn, but not more than what it already started with, like my Blood Imp did.
Where shall I
As you see, he has like no cards. I have a bunch of cards that I can help myself with, even though it looks like I'm doing horrible.
Someone call for the doctor. The gates are open.
Any hits bigger, I believe, than 6 start doing special effects to your screen as well, which is pretty cool. But this one I won.
Very nice.
As you see, it looks very deceptive with the Warlock, which I like. So it really throws people off when it looks like you're doing horrible and then you just come back with a big win. And it's all with that having a big hand with low health. But after that, I'd like to show you deck building. You get to go through your collection. You can make, I really haven't counted, it looks like 9 decks. Yeah, it's 9 decks. I have a custom shaman and a warlock. But I'm going to make a hunter deck, so I'm going to go new deck. Pick the hunter as your character. And then it gives you your hunter's page and a page of neutrals, which everyone can use. But let's go through here. And usually you want to pick as many hunter specific or whatever you're making specific cards as you want. You can have up to 30 cards in a deck. You can have as little as you want, pretty much, but no more than 30. Get some kill commands in there, multi-shots, Timberwolves, Arcanes, some of these. Yeah, I'll do some animal companions. How many cards you have, it shows right here, times 2. You can have 2 of each kind in a deck, and after that it locks. Can't put any more. Turn the page by going near the page. If you want to sort them by how many mana crystals they have in their thing, they're right here. As a hunter, you want to have as many beasts as possible in your deck, because you give specialties to your beasts. If it has a type on it, it's right here at the bottom. Other cards don't have any type. This thing summons spores, which are beasts. Those are good to have. Gives you 2 creatures for a cost of 3. But I'm going to look and see if there's any other good beasts first. Here's a silence card. I'm going to put that in there just because silence is actually pretty nice. As you see, I'm at the 30 card limit. Can't put anything more. So let's see here. Let's make sure I have a good creature to spell cost. Everything looks decent, however, I don't like how that is, so I'm going to take those out. I'll just put 2 Storm Champions. So, while you're making it, make sure you have a good low cost amounts to high cost. So I have 2 7s, nothing 6, 2 5s. You know, make sure you have a decent. You don't want to have way too many high costing cards because then you're just going to get overran by the opponent. Once you're done, you press done. I got my next deck. You can look through all the pages, you know, all your stuff. Anything that has a number on it means you have new cards that you've made or gotten. By means of made, there's a crafting mode. You can go to any card that has like a little special. No, I couldn't say special. Some cards are craftable, some aren't, pretty much. Only the ones with these little diamonds are craftable. And if you click on them, you can disenchant them, and it turns into this much arcane dust. This one, I have no clue what this is right here. Never seen it. But pretty much you can make cards after you get enough arcane dust. If you click on a card, oh, my bad. This is how much to make it. This is how much it does to disenchant it. So you can make this card if you have 40 arcane dust. So cards that you don't normally use or decks that you don't normally play with, you can burn cards out of it so that you can get other cards that you do want. But enough of that. We're gonna go to the play mode. But before I do that, actually, I'm gonna look at the quest log. Every day you have 3 quests that you can get by questing that quest log. I have Druid and Hunter victories, Hunter and Mage victories, and 3 victories altogether. Your reward are these gold, which you can then, afterwards, spend at the shop and get packs. There's other packs you can pay money for, which I've never done, but normal packs cost 100. I have 90 gold right now, so it looks like by the end of all that, I'll be able to buy 2 packs if I do all the quests. So let's go ahead and play. This will be playing against... oh, that's nice.
Hello?
Hello? Phone call from Mr. Toasty.
So you'll wait till that stops. Alright, that's good. Alright. So, you have your decks that you can make. I highly suggest before you play to actually make them. Otherwise, you can use these custom decks, which is very, very highly, don't do it. You also have casual and ranked. If you play ranked, you get ranking, obviously. So, you'll get ranks, but you can lose ranks for playing as well. I usually play casual. Ranks you with relatively good people. No risk. Versus lose and not lose. I actually didn't want to play with that deck. There we go. While you're going, you'll pretty much put this screen. As it slows down, you know that you got your match finally. They finally put this nice little queue thing finally. I'm saying finally a lot. Mumbling. It's very bad at figuring out, because it's saying 5 seconds and I've been in here for like 20s. This is a real person. His name is Skittles. I don't know why.
Let the hunt begin.
Maybe you like Skittles.
Right. This is actually a very great hand to start off with, so I'm gonna confirm it. Now you have to wait for the other person. During the fight, you can make their character, if you right-click them, squelch. It's kind of funny. What do I want to do? I'll just put my turn wolf out and stop the turn. You can also taunt people with your stuff. Thanks. These are all you got. Your threatens right here.
I will hunt you down.
This creature gives all my other beasts an extra attack, which is very nice. Gotta use my mana crystal to arcane shot him. And completely ignore his enemy. Yeah, that happens. Here's a cool card I like. So let's go ahead and make his Taunter a 1-1. This is 3-1. And put my own Taunter out and end the turn. Of course.
What you want?
I'm gonna use my hero slang to bypass his taunter. Give him something to hit, because he's probably gonna hit it.
Ouch.
That's not good, him having a weapon. He also gave himself some armor, so he's probably gonna attack. Yep, my creature. This ain't good. Wanted to have a beast out before I use this to give him taunt and 2/2, but hopefully I can get a beast out next turn.
I wonder. For the war chief!
Yeah, this is gonna hurt for a bit. Oh, he's not gonna attack me. Very good card to have. Let's level his playing field. Get rid of that armor. Seems like he's keeping that for something, I don't know what. Let's go ahead and give him taunt.
I wonder.
Only thing squunching does, it stops him from taunting you, pretty much. You don't hear it. So if you have an annoying opponent that keeps playing his things, you can squunch him. It does have a time limit, so he doesn't stay there forever. I don't know if you'll ever see it. That's what silence does. It's really annoying. Removes all card text and enchantments.
That was an error.
And that's why I want to kill command with a beast out. Give him 5 damage. Hopefully I'll be able to keep this guy out too when I get my core hound out so I can draw a card. He's probably gonna kill it though.
I wonder.
I've got a huge.
Yep, there it is.
Ready to ride.
That guy's gonna die very soon. He's gonna take that out immediately. If not, I'll punish him. And there it is. So I probably should have waited until next turn to do that.
Don't mess with Toasty.
And since he gets the win, there's no way I can stop him. So this is, if you want to, you could concede right there and it'll do an instant kill. Which I'll do. Because he keeps playing cards for some reason. Regardless, you get experience for your guy. But that's pretty much Hearthstone right there in a nutshell, pretty much. There's nothing more to it other than more, you know, characters, cards, quests, and everything.
Oh, you lost, huh?
Yeah, I lost. This is where you open up your packs if you ever get them. Trying to get some gold to do that, but my quests, I can't win them right now. Let's see if I can't get a quest one. I just don't like playing as the hunter. Druids aren't that much fun either, or mages, in my opinion. They're just not up to snuff right now. But, you know, got any questions? Any questions in the... anywhere? Oh, look at that, a mage. It's the first time I've seen a mage.
Let the hunt begin.
So how would you compare this between like Magic the Gathering and other like online card games?
This one, it's doing a really good job at trying to get people into, because they've actually had their own card game for a while. And, it does a really good job of at least getting people interested in it. I mean, I got more interested into it when I've played this. However, since I've been playing Magic a lot longer, I like more stuff that you can do with Magic than with Hearthstone at the moment. Whereas you're stuck with 30 cards, you can't go any higher. Right now, the cards that they have right now isn't anywhere near their what they have for their card game they have at the moment, which is exactly like this.
Do you think that they might introduce the cards that they already have printed out into this game?
That I would love to see. That would be something I would even, you know, if they do go to a subscription or, you know, you have to pay to get that expansion, I would see that being a nice thing to do. They have, like, I'm pretty sure Diabolical Dan will know this, they actually have the Molten Core raid, like it would be for Commander, but they have, like, a raid set that they have right now.
Huh. That's pretty awesome. Oh, Molten Core, those were the days.
But they do have stuff like that already out. I actually own that Molten Core set, which is, it's pretty cool. But there's not much people out there that want to play it because, once again, you know, it's Warcraft. You know, that's a nerd's game, you know, because Magic isn't, you know, anywhere close to that either. You know, everyone still makes fun of you for playing Magic nowadays. But, so I don't understand why people don't want to play a game like, you know, World of Warcraft's card game. It's not a bad game, it's just you are actually stuck to, you know, how this is right now. You have a champion. There's actually cards you have to luckily get or buy a booster, you know, a starter kit to get your champion. Otherwise, you can't make a deck around something. So if you ever wanted to make a mage deck, you had to get a mage hero, which it can be hard to get.
That's pretty interesting.
So yeah, it is nice that they finally got this out. What I'd love to see now is them changing these, like having cards that change these, or new heroes that change these, like little things.
You know if they're gonna actually have a printed version that goes along with this game or no?
They already do. Like I said, they have their own card game already, and they've had quite a few expansions on top of it. Like, I believe they're actually all the way to how the Warcraft games are right now. So they have one for like Lich King. They have one for when you know, Azeroth was getting their ass handed to them, and we're about to plummet into their death because of the whirlpool that was colliding their worlds with another world.
Yeah, but I mean, once the game comes out to the public, are they gonna like have the same, like maybe print the cards that are in the game that first come out, or?
Actually, these cards are already, as I think of, already in the printed game. I believe all these cards, I haven't like looked it up or not, but I wouldn't see why not they wouldn't, you know, print their own special cards for them.
Yeah, like they're kind of like they're just labeled Hearthstone or something, and it's like, you know, like a whole set you can buy or something, or whatever, like kind of like the fat packs or something.
That would be cool. I don't think that I've seen anything on the interwebs about that right now. Any, you know, like if they'll change it to Hearthstone. All I know so far is just the World of Warcraft card game. So it'd be cool if they branded it, so it'd be a lot easier for people to realize.
I think it'd be a actual physical promotion.
Right. In fact, this game was made to help grow the what I'm trying to say, people getting involved in actually playing the actual card game, because the people that made it actually loved the card game. I believe some of them developed the card game, and they noticed that not a lot of people are paying any attention to it and wanting to get more of awareness out there for it, which I think it's doing a great job of actually doing for them. Because, you know, you see everyone live streaming it, you got a lot of people hyped up about, you know, this online card game thing, and I'm pretty sure they're completely unaware of there actually being a card game already out there.
For the Alliance!
What I'm hoping right now is that she keeps this guy alive so I can do a big hit, 14 damage, and she's not letting me. Okay.
The frost wolves stand ready.
I just informed everybody we'll be giving away the key after this game.
I'm in a tough pickle now. I'll see what happens next turn.
Yeah, don't end the game on a bad note.
I know, right? So far, isn't looking good. I'm not getting my beasts out when I eat them. Oh, what's this? It's probably a kill card. Nope. 1 health left. Oh, that's not gonna help me. Ah, damn it. Whatever.
Well played. Job's done.
Nope, can't do it. I just can't play a hunter.
That's too bad.
I could play a lot better than my warlock, but I just want to get those quests done. Doesn't look like I can show you the opening of the packs. But there's also an arena. Pretty much just like constructed play. You choose a hero, so like warlock, and then you constantly pick cards pretty much to make your deck, and they keep giving you new cards each time, pretty much almost like a open card draft, and that's your deck for constructed play. So as you see, they keep giving you cards. Death rattle, what's this? Does something when it dies, that's a new mechanic.
Just want to say congrats to Mickey Kills. He has won our contest. Thanks for joining in.
Ah. Congrats, sir. Hopefully you have fun with this game. It's not a bad game to play when, you know, you can't figure out what to play. So far, they've been doing quite a good job with their updates. They've been balancing things out, make things stronger, make things weaker, depending on, you know, feedback from players. So they're really listening and making this game not a bad game to play.
Do you think this is probably a good game for somebody that's just starting to get into like tabletop card games and all that?
Oh, definitely. It's a lot more, a lot less harder to pick up than Magic. Magic has a lot of things they've had over the years added to the game. A lot of rewriting of cards. This one's fresh, very plain text. If anything, it even helps you. You know, you hover over the card, it tells exactly what it does in very plain English. And also pick up some of the people that, you know, play tabletop card games a lot. It has potential to be very good. Oh, you can have more than one card, to 2 cards of each. That's nice. Ah, they do have a card to destroy all minions. Here, take that. Last card.
challenge another arena player and see how your deck holds up.
However, I'm probably not going to play at this moment. Just to make my deck. But that's probably going to be it for me. I can't play this game too long without getting a little exhausted. But that's the ins and out of Heroes of Hearthstone. Not a bad game. I'd definitely give it a try once open beta comes up later on this year. It's definitely worth a look. Definitely. This is Mr. X Toasty signing out.
Diabolical Dan.
Maniacal Matt.
See you next time. Keep up on our streams. Subscribe if you can.